Alrighty, we'll be starting a live stream for today. I'd like to say hello, everybody. Store War One here. Today we'll be taking a look into severe weather that is starting to happen across parts of Oklahoma, Texas. You got other threats about as far as to the Wisconsin. May even get potential for severe weather there. Jasmine Desire, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the update. You are welcome. So we're going to get started taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center's here outlook. You see, here's day one. They got a slight restriction from parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota all the way back down into the Mexico-Texas border. And we got two areas of enhanced risk. You got an area for portions of Texas and Oklahoma there, southwestern Oklahoma. That's an area we're going to have to watch closely because that area does have a potential for, a better chance of tornadoes. To the northeast, the northwest of that has a good chance of hail. We already have hail producers going on right now. There's even been a report of hail as about is 3 inches in diameter. Very large hail to deal with this. Here I even got a forecast map for you guys for tomorrow. Now, for today, this is just for today. I upgraded the hail risk, probably a significant risk, and also it's probably going to be upgraded to a 45% there. You can see some pretty good large hail in areas. We do have a tornado warning storm. This is going in for parts of the Texas Panhandle. It's this cluster. You see there's the tornado warning box in there. In your purple kind of thing area, or reddish, is your tornado watch. Your yellow boxes there are your severe thunderstorm warnings. Most likely either damaging winds or very large hail. And that red box there is a tornado warning. There's a severance cell. It's all the way back down in here. It is severe warned. It's going to be there. And you see we already had a tornado report just to the north of that. Very large hail reports. Large hail, 2 inches plus diameter. Very large. So yeah, I was going to take a look into my forecast here for tomorrow here. So I got a marginal risk stretching from Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana, stretching back down to Louisiana, portions of Florida there. I got a slight risk stretching for those same states, all the way back down for those same states. And got enhanced risk for portions of Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. I've expanded enhanced risk a little bit further to the north just because there's a surface low nearby and it has a lot of helicity to deal with. So that's why you're seeing the enhanced risk going as far as the Kentucky and Tennessee border. Now, I kind of disagree with their forecast, at least for the northern portions of this, because it seems like we're having increasing CAPE going on for portions of Indiana and Kentucky. Earlier, I think it was yesterday, there was CAPE values like 100, 200, or 300, something like that. Now it's like 400, 500, 600. We're even getting some areas of 700 CAPE. Now, it doesn't take too much CAPE to get severe thunderstorms to develop. So that's why I've got a marginal risk and a slight risk a little bit further inward there as well. Your main threats for the northern side of all things is going to be your damaging winds. We may even get some small hail to go along with that. Tornadoes cannot be rolled out on the northern side, but the southern side's got a better chance of tornado development. We even can see a couple strong ones as well for portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. Tennessee doesn't have much of a risk for a strong tornado, but a tornado threat still is there. But that enhanced risk is pretty far up north just for the damage of winds, which at this point I have it at 30%. Now we can go ahead and take a look into the Storm Prediction Center's outlook and I'll show you guys what they have going on in there. So here's today. Here's your tornado outlook. They keeping it as a 5%. I can agree with that. Your damage to wind, Fred, you can see it goes all the way out into Illinois and Kentucky there. Your hail threat, big time threat. You got 2 areas of it's hatched. 2 inches plus in diameter. We do not have a significant tornado risk there. It's a little bit on the low side there. So I highly agree with their forecast, what they got here for today. Let's go ahead and go to day 2 where I got some disagreements here. As you can see here, they have this area here a little bit cut off where I'm starting to see some higher K values going on here. They haven't done that yet. They might push that margin of risk into central Kentucky. Who knows? We may have to see. They got a slight restriction for portions of western Kentucky going back down Louisiana and Florida. You can tell their enhanced risk doesn't go as far as like in Tennessee, though. So right now, that area right in particular where it's hatched has the potential for some significant severe weather to going along with it. There you can tell here their tornado risk is at 10% and is significant. That's EF2 plus. Your damage to winds 30 and hail is 15. I do agree with their percentages. I just do not agree with their categorical outlook there. Let's go into day 3. And I do disagree with the upgrade of an enhanced risk. Here it's kind of a little bit risky because K values that far out. It's a little bit tricky to forecast there. So if I made my forecast right now, I would not have it at enhanced risk. Also, there's not much cape going all around there, so I don't know. But all I do know is it's not hatched, so that's a good thing. I'll say they have that enhanced risk there just for the damage to wind threat for sure. There, while you got broad slight risk going from Delaware, Maryland, all the way back down the East Coast into Florida there. You got enhanced restrictions for portions of Virginia into North Carolina and South Carolina there. And then on the 4 to 8 day outlook, there's nothing to really going to see. Now let's go ahead and take a look at tomorrow runs here. Let's focus over here today, where the bulk of the severe storm threat's going to be. So this is the HRRR model. As you can tell here, you got very high K values, 4,600. That's almost at the top, nearing 5,000 K. That's why we're pretty focused down here, because there's very high K values. That means the atmosphere is very unstable. If we take a look in your Cape and Shear in here, we do have some high values, but they're not really that high. Honestly, they're about 1,500, which is good for tornado development, but overall, you can tell by the wind speed here, there isn't much to see here. Your dry line's going to be right here. It's not going to be by a cold front. It's going to be by a dry line. So you're going to have some dry air coming around. That's where a lot of supercells develop. It's along the dry line. Not the cold front. It's the dry line. Brings in drier air. You tell here about the winds coming off the deserts of New Mexico there. Bringing in a lot of dry air. Your lifting index is very high going along up here. It seems like it went down to -10, but it's still very high though. It really is. Your helicity, it's a little high over here for right now, 260. So really all you need to tell whether there's going to be tornado development or not, you need to have high helicity values, you need to have high wind shear, and some high Cape shear values. That's really the ingredients you need for tornado development. The Cape is just basically how unstable it is. Your lift index is the amount of energy into the atmosphere. Okay, let's go ahead and head in tomorrow, because I think tomorrow is going to be the biggest day out of the 3 here. Sorry, this thing is just annoying me when you have this kind of problem. honestly. Maybe if there we go. So let's go into Thursday. Your prime time severe weather is going to be at 5 o'clock. Now we have very high helicity values. You got 630. The other day, if y'all watch my videos, the other day there was a helicity value for the GFS. It was near Nashville of 1,000. Now the reason is because there's a surface low there. So you got very high helicity values. That's the highest helicity I ever seen there. But it's not there anymore. Thank goodness, that'd be ridiculous. We are actually starting to see some energy levels go up in Kentucky, but for the northern side of things here, basically it's going to be more into nighttime. So your energy goes down. Some energy will probably be able to stay, but overall, it's going to start fading away, so those storms will die down. Some of those could be still strong, so we're going to see down here to the south. Here you got some areas in -7, -8, pretty high lifting index values. Your wind shear, however, it's actually pretty high up in around Memphis there, showing values 46, very high. Down here it's a little bit high as well. With up to 35. Your Cape and shear values is a little bit high back here. So overall, right now, your best chance of severe weather is looking to be right here. But for these areas here, it's going to be during the nighttime. So, yeah. Let's look at your Cape here. See, this is what I'm talking about. A little higher Cape values along here. We're even starting to reach nearing 1,000. Now, 500, 600s, that's why I have a marginal risk up there for right now. Down here, however, you got K values nearing 2,200, actually. Pretty high K values there. If we go into 11 p.m., we still have some Cape sticking around, even up there. 300, 400, that's your squall line going on right now. Down here, it's a little bit higher, around 2,000. Still good enough for a severe weather here. Here's your surface low. If you look at your wind direction, your surface low is right now, right here, basically. It's got a lot of rain to deal with as well. So let's back this up back into 2 a.m. Since it's more of an overnight threat. We still got some decent Cape values. 300 up into Kentucky and southern Ohio. And here we go with your surface lows right here. High K values, 1,800 there. Go and take a look at Cape and shear. Not a whole lot. But if your wind direction, your surface is low, it's looking to be up there. That's kind of strange. What? Oh, that's weird. Forget about surface low. I know the surface low is there somewhere. Looks to be it's up in Kentucky, not down here. Oh well. We got some high wind shear going on way up here. We got some high values going on down here. Lifting index. So this is 2 o'clock in the morning. We still have some energy going on in the atmosphere. We got -2 there, stretching back down. -5, still good enough. Your helicity, holy moly, that's very high. 780. Oh geez. Oh, 1,000. Alrighty. So helicity is extremely high down here. So your tornado threat's really increasing for Alabama, which is bad news for those people. Let's move on to the next day. So this is we're switching over to the GFS. Here's helicity. We got some high values there. Not too much with helicity. Your wind shear, we got some 30s, so the severe weather threat seems like it's on the increase now. Your Cape Shear, it's not really great. Nearing 800. And this is what I've been talking about Cape. And Cape is pretty limited. Except for down here, 1,100 there. Alrighty. See what's going on right now. So there's a tornado warning near in the Texas Panhandle. See if I can get a better radar signature. Seems like they're still issuing tornado warnings on that set, but I'm not seeing any much of rotation going along with that. See if I can find me one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a better view of that. Seems like what their radar is showing still some rotation. It seems to be pretty weak. So we got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings going on in Iowa. Got a severe thunderstorm warning in Kansas. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma for the same cell. Oh, new one just came up for the tornado warning cell. Must be some large hail to deal with that. And you got a tornado warning in Texas Panhandle, and going along with that, 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. So not too active for right now. That's what it looks to be. Like I said, tomorrow it's looking to be a better day than this one here. But we're just going to see. Some of this is going to happen overnight, which is very dangerous. And, let's see here. So there was a tornado on that tornado warning cell, but I'm not seeing any more rotation, so it's probably dying out. We do have some hail reports going on in Minnesota and in Iowa, pretty far up to the north there. It's been a while since they've seen severe weather. It seriously has been a while, because they've been getting snow after all these systems. And this system this time is not going to bring any snow. No snow. The NAM, you can't really trust the NAM anymore. See if you always think. I'm a chaser, and I'm honestly expecting a few tornadoes. And I guess you're talking about in Missouri. I guess that's what you're talking about. I do apologize if the live stream lags. I do not know how to fix that. It could be my internet. You can tell here, video output's low. I think I got too many tabs open. Which one can we exit out? I think we can exit out that one. Maybe that will help some. I don't know. Here's my severe weather map for tomorrow. Not today, for tomorrow. Show y'all again for you new viewers out there. And you know what I'm going to do? This is how I save this here. So this is April 17th. I don't have to put that in. Oh, wait. I have to put day 2 on there. Severe weather 2019 there. I can exit that off now. So now we're down to 3 tabs. See if that helps. I guess I could show y'all guys some of the files I have in here. You can tell I've made a lot of maps here. There is some flooding maps in here though. Here's last year's. Sure, tornado risk, Labor Day. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Fall 2018. There. Winter stuff there. Here's the last winter right here. I actually got a lot in there. More than I thought I would. Dang on. more than I thought I had in there. Nice to look back at some stuff. Now, if y'all watch my, what I've realized here that pretty much like everybody, I mean, so many people got their winter. Okay, we got two more tornado reports with that. So there must be a long track tornado on the ground. Problem is, I can't really tell. There's not really good rotation with it. It could be a rain wrapped as well. If it's rain wrapped, that's bad news there for you. And what I was saying is that my winter forecast for the last winter was pretty daggone wrong. Now, it's all by model guidance here, and other people made them. They got it. Pretty much everybody got it wrong for the most part. Whenever I looked over their forecast, direct weather, he got some areas correct. I do have some areas correct, but overall my forecast was pretty daggone wrong. Though, it's the same thing for a lot of other people. So, you can't trust models all the time. So, yeah. I'm not trusting an AM anymore because after the last event. Now, let me tell you something. The NAM, it's a high-risk model. It's been taking things way too far. Like the supercell cop site even wants to show a chance of snow in Kentucky. I got really high doubts about that. Even your chief meteorologist for nearby for my area even doubt there's going to be snow in central Kentucky or Ohio because there's a lot of cold air. So we're most likely going to be staying in the 50s as a high for that day. That's Friday. Well, it's more into Saturday. So yeah, I'm going to try to give you all some radar. So, uh-oh. Wait a minute. What's it doing? Oh, there we go. There we go. Texas and Oklahoma. Here's your tornado warning. Aha. Yeah, very large. See, it's that cell right there. There's a lot of severe thunderstorms out there. You got a severe thunderstorm that popped up there. That's in Kansas there. This is Amarillo radar. Look here. So, loaded. I'm probably not going to last this for too long. Alright, a new tornado warning's been issued. Oh, see, there's a new tornado warning there. So we probably have a tornado on the ground there. It's going to be going to, it may miss just to the north of Woodward there. We got some very large hail with that cell, and that cell may even start to have a hook on it. We're going to see there's a new severe thunderstorm warning with that cell as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go to radar scope on my phone here and see if I can get any rotation with that. Seems like we're having continuous rotation of that storm. Hoping to get a better look. So this is probably a long track tornado, which you don't want to see that. Ain't good. Oh, man. Trying. Okay. In fact, I got a good one here. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we do have some rotation going on with that. So there's a tornado warning for, this is in Oklahoma, by the way. This here goes for Shattuck, Gage, and Fargo, Oklahoma. And for Woodward, seems like it's a large city there. It may miss y'all to the north there. And it seems like this rotation could be weakening, so the tornado may be starting to die down. Let's see, but we have 3 tornado reports on that one cell so far. So, long track tornado started in Texas, now it's in Oklahoma now. So, yeah, it's weak rotation. It must be. Wait, never mind. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Wait a minute. There's 2 areas of rotation with this. We got. Man, I was focused on a one near Higgins. That's an area of rotation there. You got another area of rotation near Shattuck. That must be the tornado right there. Yeah, it definitely is. Tornado right there. So, yeah. Not good. We may even have maybe could be some rotation trying to pop up near Shawnee, Oklahoma. That's a cell that's been producing very large hail, actually. 2 inches plus diameter, very large. Yep, pretty good hail signature with that. There's another storm trailing behind that there as well. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. I'm not going to be live streaming for too long here because this is going to last till like the nighttime hours. So I don't think nobody's going to live stream. But if you know James Spann, he's crazy. He was able to, if y'all remember, back in the weekend, he live streamed from like 11 o'clock p.m. till 5:30 a.m. So he live streamed throughout the whole entire night. I'm like, I'm not going to be surviving that. That's ridiculous. It's crazy. There we go. There's your tornado warning box. Alrighty, here you go. So here's what it looks to be right now. You got a new severe thunderstorm warning near it. So Amarillo, it's got pretty good radar here. Of all the active storms. There's the hailstorm right there that's been producing 2 inches plus a diameter of hail. That's probably producing some hail. I think that there's going to expire there. I don't think it's heavy some large hail. There is an isolated storm just north of Woodward, and it's actually pretty isolated. So that storm cell is probably getting its act together already. I think it's already getting a hook trying to come up. No, it's not yet. Not yet. I think it will. I'll say it will. It's already got a hook kind of look, but there's still rotation on the velocity scan. So yeah, if you got any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat there. New tornado warning in Ellis County, Oklahoma. Thank you. So you're a storm chaser. Well, that's pretty nice. You're probably smarter than me with weather since you're a storm chaser. It's nice to have somebody that's probably smarter than me about weather to help me out here. So it's Elk County. Oh, it's Ellis County, not Elk. So Ellis County, Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't even know the counties in there, so I name it by city. Okay, here. So really the main area to watch right now, it's like in Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. But we'll probably see storms start to blow up in Dallas. So yeah. So let's see here. Actually, let me show you all the NAM. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. The good. Um. So if we take a look at the NAM Nest model, we'll go here. Let's go ahead and go. Let's take a look at the supercell composite. Let me tell you guys, I think this model here takes stuff way too far. Like supercell composite, it's too high. It had levels down like between 10 and 15. That's very high. There. So you can see here, it's got two areas of concern here. It's got like portions of Oklahoma here. We can take a look into. Okay, this thing's glitching. Alrighty, so let's choose up here where's probably the best chance. Let's go with that near Oklahoma City or Norman. Alright, that's too far zoomed in. Maybe I have to do one more. There we go. So potential hazard type tornado from this graph. I keep on forgetting what it's called, but I know that's where the potential hazard type comes from. It's that graph. So what we got going on here? The EL, where how far the cloud tops can go, or it's overshooting the tops. I think that's what that is. If you want severe weather, you want the LFC and the LCL to be low, but it's a little bit into the atmosphere. So if they go very high, then you're not going to get any much of storm development. But if we look over here, though, the atmosphere is pretty unstable. You got your yellow dotted line here. You got your red line when they're far apart. You got very unstable atmosphere. Your green line, however, is your dew points there. Cape on the surface there, 3,200. Shear, 29. It's a little bit low on shear, though. Let's go ahead and go into so for the next day. Wow, the NAM Nest is actually not giving much of a risk. I'm actually surprised by that. Let's take a look at significant tornado very quickly. See this? Golly, that's so high. That's maxed out. And it's glitching again. I hate that. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. 10.5, very high. But you will see this most likely in a tornado outbreak. But that's not going to happen today. You can probably see a severe weather outbreak with hail. But a tornado outbreak, not going to happen. We all know that. It's a very good, that's a pretty good forecast sounding, or QT, whatever you want to call it. PDS tornado there. The LFC to LCL is actually a little bit higher on this side. The Cape is higher. The shear is still the same there. So kind of similar thing, but it wants to upgrade that potential hazard type a little bit. Yeah. It's going to go to a different view here. Mid-Atlantic. So there. So here we go. Got a pretty good view of this. See, I feel like it's taking it too far because, like, I don't think it's going to be that high. And that's just kind of ridiculous, honestly. That's nearing 8. Let's take a look at SQT. We could probably get some water spouts on that day as well. Yeah, wow, the cloud tops are actually pretty high. Shear's higher though, Cape is lower, but still wants to give a potential PDS tornado. Okay, then. What's your supercell cup site? Pretty sure it's high as well. I think the NAMNS agrees with my forecast. It's willing to give me a marginal risk, basically. Alright, let's go ahead and go into here. A little bit lower. Some high valleys near the mountains. Kind of makes sense there. Mountains can change up the weather quite a bit. Kind of adds rotation in the atmosphere, I think. That's what they do when you pass mountains. Let's see. So that's it. Alright, PDS tornado. Not much Cape with this. I kind of doubt this will be a PDS tornado. I think it'll be more of a weak tornado. Taking a look at this one here. Yeah, I don't think a PDS tornado will not happen. Anyone wants to bring the rest as far as Pennsylvania or New York State. That's too far north. There. Alrighty. So, no new tornado reports yet. We do not have new tornado warnings. I'm going to take a look at velocity scan. Seems like rotation is pretty much dissipated. So I think your tornado threat's most likely over with that cell. So I may get off here. I will send pictures to you. I have leave from Nevada, Missouri, and be in front beginning by Friday night, so I can see you pics of the storms all the way to Georgia. That's gonna be pretty nice. If you want to send me those pictures, I do have a Twitter account. It's the same thing, like on my my YouTube channel as well. So you can follow me on there. You can probably send me pictures that way. And I could probably show my viewers tomorrow. So yeah. So I think this is going to be it, guys. I'm going to let this refresh. See that tornado warning there was canceled? Well, expired. Let's see here. So that tornado warning expires in 23 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm going in here, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this quick live stream. If you do really like my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. If you like this live stream, hit the like button. If you do miss the live stream, you can still put your questions in the comment section down below. I may try to get a video tomorrow, but school is going to be kind of in the way, so we're just going to see. I'll see you in the next one.